saw you.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Expanse, Elias Keening, episode 13. Interesting note, because we had to cancel a couple Sundays ago, we didn't end up with a episode 13 on the 13th last Sunday, which would have definitely meant someone died in the party, the way these guys are going. So awesome luck on your part, everyone. So we left our team in the middle of their antics on Garcia Station. The crew had basically finally sorted out most, if not all, of the issue with Johnny and Drake's fuck around and find out moment when they were bragging about grenades and weapons and a shooting war on the surface of the asteroid by Kelso Station. They dealt with the guy that tried to take Drake hostage. Drake only almost lost his arm, but not quite. And they were able to get some law enforcement on their side to get the situation cleared up. And even after some lies that stuck, they're going to get some bonuses out of that. But they started to realize that there was news breaking around the entire system about what's happening with stuff on the moon Rhea around Saturn. The reports are coming in that there was some sort of attack or assault there, and the videos show 4 people in what appears to be United Nations Marine Corps power armor tearing through the station and killing multiple people, injuring multiple people. The news feeds are full of questions about what's happening, who did it, speculation about the inners or Earth in particular waging war on the belt. The reports were showing 37 dead, 41 injured on the moon. And the crew had just tuned in when we ended last time, and we ended with Drake dropping a bit of a bomb on everyone. And we're going to pick up right there. Drake, you are on deck.
Yeah, and I'm slightly familiar with starting a war this way.
Come again?
From personal experience?
You read that in the book somewhere?
From professional experience. Let's just say I wasn't just any foot soldier in the UN.
Okay.
This might be a little bit more, let's just say, involved than we think it is. And if this ship is at all tied to it, I don't think we're going to be able to stay out of it. Not with what's going on in Rhea, what's been going on in Ganymede, the instability that keeps piling up in the belt. And I think that we somehow, I don't know, like the asshats we are, kind of just stumbled into the middle of it with this ship. And look at the ship. This is not normal. This is, I mean, I still not completely sure cool. what the fuck is going on with it. But even some of the things that Luna has discovered about it, it's
talking about things that Luna discovers. What the fuck are you talking about? And so you like to start wars?
Like to? No.
Then why did you?
No, orders.
From?
The UN government.
When?
What would that timeline be?
Can I hear this happening?
Yeah, it's over comms.
Okay,
comms.
cool.
I had to ask the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
over ship cops.
Yeah, Drake went on the 1MC, so you guys all hear this conversation.
Yeah. I don't remember what the timing was on that. Let me pull up my bio here. It was a couple years before the freighter, like a year or two before the freighter.
This would have been. It would have been probably between 7 and 15 years ago. Would have been the time, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go with the 7 then.
Well, like the time frame that Drake would have been involved in what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That wasn't a one-time thing, it sounds like.
Right. Operations. Yeah.
Is this when your captain died?
No. That was when I let's just say was involuntarily retired from that previous work. That captain we were just doing regular freighter shit. We were just making good old runs between stations on the belt. Good guy. Really miss him.
So, were you the only one that was ordered to start these wars, or I mean, they put all that on you?
No. These are very large operations. There's not any one person involved.
Okay.
These are kind of military operations that don't exist anywhere on books, or units don't exist. The money doesn't exist. It's all black ops.
Mm-hmm.
Not a very honorable way to do things.
Yeah. Generally not a lot of honor and warfare and espionage, clandestine operations. But when you're in the middle of it, you think you're definitely on the right side of things, doing good, until you realize you're not.
Well, instead of just asking you to include your entire history and tell us your life stories, which sounds like it'd be a bit of a bore, what do we need to do to make sure that we navigate this new situation we're in?
I mean, first things first, I say we definitely got to raise our rates, because this is probably worth a lot more money than we've been getting paid. So from here on out, while we're smuggling these false flag operations things, should probably get paid a little better.
I'm
I
going to
say
argue.
just don't accept those jobs.
I would argue.
You guys are the ones that are like, don't look in the box.
I would
I'm
argue.
checked.
I would argue, Johnny, that maybe we investigate, like we actually look into the source of these false flag operations. I'm gonna say like the reason why I was involuntarily retired is, let's just say I was not super okay with the tactics that were taken. Much like the situation on Rhea, where you're seeing a lot more than just military targets. These are civilian targets, and that's something I can't keep on my conscience. If this is just a continuation of the work that I did or started, I can't let it keep happening.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not down for civilian targets at all. I mean, this isn't cool.
And I mean, we've got this sweet ass piece of machinery now. Might as well see what it could do.
I mean, I don't know about. I don't know if I want to
So
be a freedom fighter, though. I mean,
yeah,
doesn't seem like
like
there's a lot of money in that.
not that I actually like to agree with him because that ew, but Johnny has a point of so are we freedom fighting? Are we helping? Are we just getting our asses out of this and going back home because we don't need this gear on our to be known for it. We're already fucking Platterson.
So, I would never say that we do anything for free necessarily. That we're not altruistics by any means. I don't maybe Maria, but the but the thing is like I have to do this one way or another to make up for the horrors that I've caused on the belt. And I'm more than happy to go at this alone if I have to, but I'm not going to allow more civilians to die because of the things that I've done.
You won't have to be alone. I'm with you, Drake. I have my own skeletons in the closet that like I understand your plight, and I'm with you. You can't let any more CVs die, especially if there's belters involved.
If your skeletons look anything like your other things that you keep in the closet.
Oh, they're much worse.
Fucking
Much worse than
disturbing.
the figures.
Worse.
Jesus.
That's
So,
it. Let's leave that for
Captain
another time.
Platterson to save the rescue. How are we doing this?
First off, I do we know what this cargo is that we're carrying?
No, people wanted to talk me out of it when she was about to say yes. And tell us.
It's true. It's true. I did do that.
So maybe you should go fucking check.
Do we? Because whose contact is this originally? This was Johnny's, right?
Yeah, that was my contact.
Do you know if
Harper?
this person? Yeah. Do you know if Harper is known to, let's just say, get involved with like the OPA or any type of Black Ops type of?
Ooh, I have an idea. Let's go open the box.
The box that's currently in the airlock.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have room to.
Yeah, we got a giant freaking box, and we don't know what's in it. Like I said, you always got to open the box. That's first and foremost. First off, so that's one. We're gonna deal with that. Second off, I'm fine with doing the right thing as long as it's our right thing. I'm not signing up for OPA. I'm not signing up for Mars. I'm not signing up for. Fuck no, I'm not signing up for Earth. Hell no.
This is why we have Maria to at least keep us on the good side of whatever that shit is.
Yeah.
Although I do feel like we should probably take care of belters because they're the in-between that could keep the other two around and survive. The in-betweens are more important than you think.
I hear both of you, and this is the thing is I'm not on anybody's side. I haven't been since I left for that very reason. Is I don't think anybody else has anybody else's interest in mine except their own. And most of my work since I left that has been trying to make up for that, smuggling, medical supplies and all kinds of other things to the belt that I just trying to help belters. And I know that sounds minor. It sounds kind of stupid, but I honestly, I couldn't think of the right thing to do. So I just did something. This seems like the right thing to do and we have the ability to do it now. Well, I have the ability to do it now. I don't know what the fuck you all were doing before this, but I have the ability to do it now. And I don't want to take the UN side. I don't want to take fucking Mars' side for sure. I don't want to take the OPA side Absolutely not. I think that all of those organizations are corrupt and just trying to push their own agendas and start a war. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, but just so you know, like, the way we're describing this is that we're going to basically be in many situations where we're up against all three of those people trying to do the right thing instead of just following along. So we're going to have a lot of targets on our back.
Yeah.
We're going to need a lot more guns. Luckily, I locked and loaded us up with some ammo and a few more
And
bullets.
we'll have to keep our mouths shut and not talk about this shit and get us in trouble.
All right, yeah.
What do you mean? What? Oh, that tiny little thing there,
It
All
healed up my all right. I learned my lesson. All right, no bragging in front of fucking
A little more
strangers.
operational awareness, sure.
Yeah,
Got it.
OPSEC. All right, we're good.
Well, we got free water out of it.
Hey, while we're hey Luna, while we're kind of all admitting things here, you kind of mentioned something the other day that kind of got us out of this. What did I say? So you needed some help, and I've been trying to kind of figure out a way to connect with you a little bit. And so in my way, I tried to help. So I've reached out to some contacts of mine, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what you might need help with. And they told me about your son. So I've got someone tailing your son and watching out for him and keeping him safe on station. Just making sure that he's fine till we get there. You're welcome.
It seems like the kind of thing you should have asked her first.
I mean, I didn't know what was going on, but I just had to think quick and do my stuff. So
As much as that could be appreciated, not the issue at hand. We have to clear my name about my dead husband's death. His
Yeah.
grandparents have convinced him that it was my fault or I had something to do with it. And he will not talk to me. So until that's cleared, I'm glad he is safe. There's nothing I can do.
What was
figure that out.
what was your ex-husband's name?
Totally out of character. I don't remember.
Adam Patel.
I'm like trying to stay in character, and I'm like, fuck if I remember. Adam Patel is the one that made me a widow.
Are you still looking for help with this situation?
Eventually, yes. It is something that I do plan on taking care of when we get to series.
Mhm.
To at least see if I can make initial contact with him and if he'll at least hear me out. Then start digging more.
Well, I mean, if you're okay with it, I can either keep watching your son till we get there, have my guy handling that, or I could repurpose those folks to start looking into some things while we handle the shit that we've got ourselves into now. So maybe we have some more intel when we hit the ground. You let me know what you need. We're all in this together here, I guess. So
I guess.
Not that I wanted to share my personal information, but I needed to get us out of that after somebody decided to say that we cosplay. So
yeah, I would have gone a different route, but I just wanted to kind of see how you guys handled yourselves without me really getting in there. And
probably better because we didn't die.
I mean, I think it probably would have kept us out of trouble in the first place, but that's okay. I mean, in the end, you guys got there, and you know, I have a little more confidence in some of you now, more some than others. But you know, Dreg, we'll talk later about some things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you the information that I know.
Sounds good.
And
So should we look in the box now?
thank you.
Oh,
I mean,
Hold on a second here. Do we have?
no. Let's just Johnny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Got you.
Let's go look at the box, folks.
All right, let's go look at the box.
looking at the box.
Who's gonna get?
Don't be dumb and don't blow it up.
All right. Who's gonna look at the box?
Well, everyone who's going to go look at the box, please move your tokens down to engineering.
If it's in engineering, Dreg's already in engineering, right?
I
Right
was
now.
in machine shop, but I'll move into engineering for sure. I'm super nervous about opening client cargo, but in the interest of keeping people safe, Dreg is gonna try to overcome those nerves.
Yeah. I know you get nervous about this, Dreg, but we need to make sure that this isn't particularly more, black flag equipment
Mm-hmm.
or black flag, false flag equipment. Black flag. We're pirates. Anyways, the main thing I just need you to do, you don't have to open the box. Me or Johnny can open it. I just need you to make sure that it's not like rigged to explode or self-destruct or some fuckery that's gonna kill us or damage our ship or something.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it before we press that button to open it.
All right.
We gotta check. We do know that this is something that the security forces are gonna be. They would be very upset to find. So, because that's why we're getting paid, is to get it off ship or off station rather.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's why we have it in this emergency airlock, which I'm gonna go open and extract the cargo from.
All right. So Luna and Drake are not coming down.
No, I mean I can communicate from where I'm at in ops. I don't think we all need everybody to be in there.
just
I'm
just
gonna
being-
watch, but not.
No, and Luna, you're staying in a bunk, hanging out.
I say over the comms, Jesus, I know that you guys will need somebody to make sure you don't blow us the fuck up. I'll be there soon.
So you guys left the cargo in the emergency airlock. That's an airlock that is essentially tucked under or like right up kind of beside the engine cone on the rear of the ship. It's not somewhere you could get access to when the ship's underway. You get, melted to a crisp in about a millisecond or two. And it's just a very small airlock. It's an emergency airlock. It's only the other one on the ship beside the main cargo person airlock mid decks. It, as we've established before, it has sensors, but it has like limited cameras and stuff because it's basically meant to be locked all the time. Since you guys moved the cargo in, the entryway, which is under some of the steel grates that are around the reactor controls in engineering, you've left that hatch locked so that obviously no one can come into the ship. Both hatches, the outer and the inner. And if we recall for the cargo, it is, I actually need to pull that up. I didn't have that handy. My bad. It's a little larger than a coffin. It is.
I'm an evocative image.
I was gonna say that's foreboding.
Dun dun dun. So many messages from Johnny and to Johnny.
Hey, something just flashed in my mind here. We're waiting around for water from the kid that sold us out to the cop. Are we pretty
No,
sure that he's
no.
coming?
No. Our stuff's coming from the officers, making sure we're getting everything.
The water and all that stuff too? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she above table.
Right.
She was because you weren't there. She was essentially like she's kind of clearly hero worshiping Platterson a little bit,
Yeah, sympathizer.
and Luna convinced her that Luna was Platterson.
No.
So yeah, so she's
Where?
basically doing a favor. She's like skimming some water and a couple of control boards for the PDC, and donating them to your cause.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the water. Sorry. Thanks, guys, for that. Must have had one of my moments.
It's okay. It's okay, Johnny. I'll be monitoring that stuff from ops. Make sure it's coming in.
Yeah. And then should I reach out to maybe get an ETA from Harper on when the supplies from her end are coming? So that's all we're waiting on to head out of here. I mean, obviously we still got to take a look at this box.
The supplies from
The food and I don't think Harper hasn't shown up with those things yet.
Yeah, if you could follow up with Harper.
I'll get an ETA on that from her, and then but let's take a look at it. How are we going to get this box open? Sorry, had a little moment there.
You're good.
It's all good. So yeah, I'm gonna open up the grates to get access to that airlock. We're docked, so the engines are off. I assume it's safe. And I'm gonna open up our side of that airlock.
Okay. So in the airlock, you can see that the cargo is it's a steel box, probably more like a titanium or a composite of some sort, but a metal box. It is approximately 8 feet long, so that would be from the front to the back, 5 feet wide, and if it was laying on its bottom, it would be about 4 feet tall. So again, a little larger than a coffin in terms of dimensions. It clearly has a lid, and it has an access panel with controls.
Okay. I'm gonna get it into the engine room, and I'm gonna inspect it for any traps or deception on that cargo. So, can I hook my terminal up to the control panel, or?
So, go ahead and make a intelligence electronics roll. Electronics?
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's electronics. I can never remember all of the intelligence focuses. Not engineering, not electronics.
Okay, cool.
Make that versus 10. Okay. Yeah, so you're able to establish a wireless connection to the cargo. You can see that there is virtually no real readouts. It's an encrypted control panel that requires a pin to open the lid.
Okay. So I relay on the comms. I say it looks like it's pretty clean. It's encrypted with a pin. I don't see any explosives signatures on it. I can attempt to hack it unless Luna wants to do that herself for that pin.
Fine.
Go ahead and make a intelligence hacking roll. Jen, target number for this is going to be 14. Okay. So you you jump on the same wireless connection that Drag had established, and you take a look at the control panels. And you can see that whoever set this up didn't really know what they were doing. The actual encryption portion is very good, but you find that there's a couple ways to basically bypass it and reset it. So it's going to be pretty easy for you to essentially reset the lock, and it'll flip over to like an open state whenever you want.
Say that one more time, because I was also trying to read stunt points at the same time and my brain didn't compute.
Yeah, so you take a look and you can see that whoever set this up wasn't really didn't really know exactly what they were doing. The actual encryption portion is fine, but you see that there's a couple of different ways that you can trigger a reset, and when that resets, it's going to flip the lock status over to its default open. So whenever you want, you can just run a reset, and the digital lock will be open, and you can open the crate.
Will it notify anyone that has been opened?
That you didn't see from that, and you haven't checked.
Can I check for that then, please?
Yeah, and you'll roll intelligence engineering, and that's going to be versus 16. So you take a look at the control panel, and as far as you can tell, there's no signal that's going to be sent out when you open this.
All right, y'all. We ready to reset it and pop it open?
Sure.
Joy.
Might as well.
All right, here we go.
So you actually hit the button.
I hit the button.
Okay. Just making sure. So you hit the button, you can see the lights. Anyone who's looking can see the lights on the control panel flash a couple of times, and then a small little green indicator light pops on. You hear a hiss, and this is similar to just like if you were opening like an airlock door or something. It's like a pressurization match. You hear like a bit of a hiss between the contents of the cargo and what is in engineering or the ship in general. And the lid kind of like pops up about an inch or two, enough that you can grab onto it and move it. Johnny was aware that the cargo is supposed to weigh 300 kilos in total, but you guys are in 0G, so it won't be any problem to for you guys to move that lid out of the way.
Can I use my stunt points?
What do you want to use them on? It would be related to the hacking roll or the engineering roll.
To see if anything happened, like if I could get more information about what's in like the contents of it and details in history with an investigation stunts breakthrough. It says you gain not only information but some form of incontrovertible that weird word. Simple, reduce the total number of leads on the path by 1 and jumping into further investigation point immediately.
Okay, so what you can glean is not any like contents of this, but what you can glean is that this was some sort of like relatively quick homemade crate, or at least the lock and the crate together. This wasn't some free like prefab thing that you could go and purchase or order. This is, chances are, like the box itself, and was something that was purchased or was laying around, and then the lock was attached probably relatively recently to secure the contents.
I'm going to go run up there and open the lid on that box and take a peek inside.
Okay. So I'm just replying to Jen real quick.
As he does that, I start to step back and go, I unlocked it. I'm not touching it.
Opening things is my job. It's always been.
You would think you would gain smarts from that by now. Just never
So far, so
happened.
good. I'm 100% at surviving opening things.
KB in Twitch chat is banking on an explosion right here. Let's see if you're right, KB. All right, so Johnny steps forward and he grabs onto the lid and he's able to kind of tilt it up and move it out of the way in the 0G environment. It's you get the sense that it would be heavy if it wasn't for 0G, but it is 0G. As you start to move the lid to the side, your terminal, Johnny's specifically terminal, goes off with an incoming call. You also see.
Uh-oh.
Let me know. Are you at the long side? Like, again, think of this as like a coffin. Would you be at the side of the coffin, roughly where a person's waist would be, or are you at the head, foot end of it if it were a coffin?
Let me understand. Let me understand the orientation of this from the doorway. Is it? Are we? The doorway is in the middle of it, or in some way? Or is it long ways?
By doorway, you mean like the lid?
No, the doorway into the entryway into the cargo hold.
So if you look,
hold, sorry.
If you look at the map, you can see the ladder on the cargo hold.
Yeah.
And so Dreg opened the emergency airlock and brought the cargo up into like the main part of engineering. So you've got the ladder that lets you come down from the rest of the ship into engineering. And then if you look, there's that circular thing in the center. That's kind of like the core, like the controls for the reactor. And then there is mesh flooring around it, and then there's control panels around the outside. So you guys have this sitting on the mesh. It is a tight fit kind of all around. You could move to the side of it if you want to like kind of wedge yourself between this cargo and the reactor or control panels, kind of like lean up against them as you go beside it, or it would be convenient to be at one end or the other.
I would be at one end or the other.
Okay.
I don't know. Johnny's not really thinking too much about this. I'm just getting to whatever was closest to me from getting up is where I'm gonna go and crack that box open.
Okay. So yeah, as you're moving the lid, that call to your terminal comes in. So your terminal's going off, and then also as you're moving the lid, you see a mag boot start to come into your eyesight, and then a leg in pants inserted into the mag boot. So there's a person or a corpse in this cargo. Do you keep moving the lid, or do you stop to answer your terminal call, or what do you do?
I'm going to pull my gun.
Okay. Well, before you do that, I'm gonna have
Can I see from that angle?
Yeah, you can. Anyone who's looking, which is all of you, could see.
Okay.
I'm going to do, I'm going to move your tokens a little bit. So I'm going to say that Dreg and Maria are kind of on one end, and Luna and Johnny kind of on the other, and it's between you guys. I'm going to have everyone who is in engineering make a willpower courage roll. And I'm not going to tell you what the target number is, so you can just make the roll.
Can I use my inspire talent, since this is actually a willpower roll?
Let me just double check what it says.
If I'm conscious and they're within sight of you, your allies gain a +1 bonus to all willpower related tests.
100%. Yep.
Okay. Everyone else gets a +1.
Okay.
Sweet.
So Johnny, Luna, you guys see this coming. You're not phased by this. You can react however you want. Tyler and Luna. Sorry, Tyler and what's going on? Oh, sorry, I read the rules wrong. Hold on.
I guess
that's
what's the target number?
Well, no, I know what the target number is. I'm not telling you. I didn't want to tell you guys. Luna and Johnny succeeded, so you guys can kind of react however you want. But Tyler and Maria, you guys are instantly like creeped out and thinking that this is a corpse that you guys have been saddled with. So you're gonna need to kind of like react accordingly for a moment.
Shit, is that a body?
Oh my god!
Dumping some murder victim on us?
Johnny, what did you do now?
Pull out my gun. I'm pulling out my pistol and aiming it in as I open the box just slightly more and more and more.
What's in the box, guys?
What's
I'm
in the
just
box?
pale and sweating right now. That's just completely like.
So far, it looks like a full suit may or may not have a human in it or something in it. We're not sure. Please stand by.
We got
Feels
some.
like a couple of people appreciate 7 right now, and other people don't remember it at all.
I remember.
What's in the box? All right, so as you continue to lift the lid and pull your gun, the leg moves, and then you can see the other leg, and it kind of moves too. It's like almost like a little bit of a stretch. And as you move this up, what's inside is, or who's inside is a man about middle age, a black man. He has a goatee. He has hair and kind of like short dreads on top, and then like shaved around the side. He's got some tattoos on his neck, just some like vague kind of geometric shapes. He's in like a light gray shirt, and then overalls. So he's got like straps coming up his shoulder. They're dark gray. He kind of groans a little bit. And he's like, "Finally, I've got to piss really bad," and sits up.
Is he armed at all or anything, or
not that you can see? No. If you want to look
Could we
a little more carefully, go ahead and make a perception roll. Perception seeing if you're trying to see if he has a weapon or anything else.
Could we see that Johnny got the call from Harper?
You can hear his terminal's going off still.
I see. Can I
Like,
see
can we
who's
tell
from?
that it's Harper?
No, actually, John.
No.
I'm looking at the box and the guy in the box. I'm not paying attention to that.
Yeah, he hasn't pulled his terminal out. He hasn't answered. So it's like someone's cell phone going off loudly in their pocket.
I'm kind of backing away. I'm still in shock with all this.
I get you got to piss, but who the fuck are you?
It's not really a great way to travel, doesn't seem like.
What's happening? What's in the box?
We got a.
Who's in the box?
We got a stowaway.
He kind of like groans a little bit, like he's rubbing his eyes, like he's kind of waking up after a long sleep. He's like, "It's like not a stowaway. We paid you. I paid you. I paid you good money for this."
Yep. And we just wanted to make sure that there's some facts on the ground have changed since you were in there. There's been some crazy stuff going on out there, and we needed to make sure that what we were shipping wasn't going to pull us into it. So sorry about it, but you got popped a little bit early. And
early? Wait. How early?
Like you're on the station still.
We're still on the station.
What the fuck are you guys doing? You're not supposed to be on the station.
I understand that,
obviously,
but
yeah.
we're waiting on food, water, things that we need so that we don't die in space. And you would have been locked in that box forever as we were on the float.
Yeah, dude.
He's like absolutely pissed. He's like, "You are paid to get me off this fucking station before I get killed. Why the fuck are you opening this while I'm still here?"
You're still gonna get off the station, all right? Relax. This doesn't change that if you're gonna get off the station or not.
It's cool. Just lay down in the box, and Johnny starts to like slowly shut the lid. You want to play it like that, bud? We can play it like that.
He is like fully resisting that. Are you
Okay,
seriously
all
trying
right.
to shut the lid, or like
No, it's
half-assed?
like a half-assed, like just
Yeah,
letting him
so
know.
You're-
Like,
you're not contesting.
You're
Sure.
out already.
I still got
You're
I still
out
got
already.
the gun pointed at him.
You're out already. You might as well be a bit more comfortable and go, maybe piss, shower. You smell disgusting. And
He doesn't.
if we're going to be stuck
Over
with
table, he
you,
doesn't.
doesn't matter. You might as well just join us and have a better ride, because the shit that's going on right now, we needed to make sure we weren't going to die because of what was in the box. We still might, but at least you can tell us why.
Hey, and the long and the short of it is this: we got paid to do a job, and you're going to get off this station.
So get me off the fucking
Right in the
station.
box?
Like, stop
Yeah.
talking and get me off the fucking station. That's what you're paid
Sounds
to do.
good. Done. And do I see any weapons on this guy or anything? I mean,
No, you don't see any obvious weapons, like abnormal weapons. There's like what looks like a utility knife, not like some
Yeah.
K-bar style combat knife, but just like a utility knife.
Hey, Johnny,
yeah.
why don't you kindly escort our visitor to the galley and potentially some resting quarters.
Well, I'm probably just going to take him to the head first, if you don't mind, because I don't
Do we
want
not-
to
do
all
we
over
have
the
a-
galley.
Do we not have a head in the galley?
No.
I don't know where the hell the
No, they're
bathroom
all
is.
crew.
They're all crew quarters? That's a fucked up ship. All right, so
You want somebody? Hey, seriously, you want
eating,
somebody
like, oh.
dropping a number 2 right next to where we're going to be eating in a
Wanna-
closed air system? No, thank you. I'll keep it another floor, a floor or two away. It's good.
No comment on the no head in the galley.
Hey, what's your name, bud? Or what do you want me to call you? I don't care what your real name is. What do you want me to call you? What's that?
Xavier.
Xavier. All right, cool.
I
I'm
want
Johnny.
Mark. I want Alex, and I want Jen. I want your characters to make rolls.
History check.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't really have a history check, so I'm just trying to decide the best way to do that.
Be a good one for that.
It's going to be intelligence.
Oh.
Let's do intelligence versus 12 for Johnny and 14 for the other two.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Johnny, you knowing Harper, knowing like it's not something that you and she had specifically talked about, but knowing Garcia Station, knowing what Harper does, the jobs that she has had you do in the past, you have been pretty convinced that she's a member of an organization called White Lotus. And the fact that this guy is in your cargo hold, who you're like 99% sure this is Xavier Lee, who's like the head of White Lotus. So like all of the dots line up. And what you know of White Lotus, again, aligns with what Harper's had you do. They're a criminal organization. They're not really like a violent organization. They deal primarily with smuggling goods between smaller stations. Sometimes bringing in some stuff from a larger station, then distributing it out to a few smaller stations. They do make money. They're not like doing this for free. This is not Robin Hood. But because they're smuggling stuff and avoiding the taxes from either Earth or Mars, depending on the routes that they're using, they can make a tidy profit on what they're doing while still also selling at the same cost or less than people would get if it was coming from the channels that are taxed. So you're not really aware of them being involved in violent crime and murders and anything like that. or in like any sort of like drugs, anything like that, they probably touch on it, but like it's not something that you're really aware of. For Luna, you recognize this guy from just some feeds that you've seen, not so much like regular feeds, but just like stuff that's been floating around in your history. This guy has been, he's been kind of sort of on the radar for a long time. You know that he has spoken out against the Inners. You know, he's spoken out against some of the OPA factions, specifically some of the more violent ones. You're not aware of him having spoken out in support of the quote unquote better ones, the ones that are looking more for like government restructure and peaceful terms. And as far as you're aware, you had thought this guy has OPA ties from what he said, but you're not really sure. He's just someone that people have mentioned, so you've heard of him in the past. And Alex Drake is like, what? Who is this guy?
Very on brand.
And as I'm saying his name, Xavier Lee, I'm putting my rifle, holstering my rifle, and throwing an arm out to help him get right and get his mag boots on the ground.
He grabs your arm, and like he's pretty nimble, clearly much more comfortable in low G and 0G than you are. He's able to pretty quickly hop out and like set it up. He's like, "Sasa Pampa, I'm Xavier."
Yeah, man.
How soon until we leave?
Soon. Let me see who's calling me here. Someone else actually. Take him to the head because I got this thing ringing. I got to figure out who it is, and I don't want him on screen. Let me and I'm gonna duck off and kind of get so that he's not in direct view of my terminal, and see who's calling.
Okay. All right. Is someone taking him to the head?
Yeah, I'll take him to crew quarters.
Is this wrong one? Okay.
And as we're going up there, I'm like, so Xavier, very lucky that we found you the way we did. It's kind of a strange way to travel, but I'm not gonna judge.
It's not so strange when someone wants to kill you.
Ah, fair enough.
God damn it, Drake.
And he's like, "What's your name?"
I'm Dreg. Full name Tyler Drogo, but people call me Dreg.
Why do people call you Dreg?
Well, it's a long story. But Drogo is kind of, I don't know. I kind of evolved from Drogo, I think. I had an old friend that used to call me Dregs, because I was kind of like, a little bit smaller when I was growing up, but it just stuck.
He's like nodding his head a little bit, but like you get the sense he really wants to go pee.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope we're at the crew quarters by now.
Yeah, you guys are making your way up there. I'm not sure it's not resetting his image properly. Reset, please. There we go. Okay.
Can I double check on the status of the equipment coming from the from the detective?
You don't really have any way to do that unless you message her.
So that being said, then I'm assuming it's not. We still haven't gotten it. How long has it been since she left?
Like
Don't think very long.
maybe 20, 30 minutes, depending on how long it took for you guys to move through the ship and chat and stuff like that. And watch the news. How long you guys watch the news feed versus talking about things. It hasn't been long. These events are like one after another.
I don't remember if she gave us an ETA or not.
Not particularly.
No, she did not.
Okay. I'm just gonna let the crew know over the thing. As soon as we get the equipment, cargo, whatnot from the detective, just gonna get the fuck out of here.
And
Guess I
Harper.
better-
Harper, we already have the stuff from Harper.
Guess I better get back to the flight deck.
Please.
Okay.
Over the
So
table, I
let's-
believe Roy mentioned that we're waiting on water, some PDC control boards from the cop. Or no, we got
Yes.
that. We're waiting on
No,
food.
no, you're waiting on food from Harper, and the water and some PDC components from the cop. So you're waiting on 3 different things from 2 different people.
Damn it.
The fuel has been delivered. That was by Harper. That was delivered well before the cargo got delivered.
Yeah. Well, if things get sketchy, we could always bounce without. We have enough food, I would say, to at least make it to the Sirius station. It just doesn't taste good. So,
Who in the hell is calling me?
All right. Not sure why you're looking at your wrist. It's like a phone.
wrong sci-fi, dog. Wrong sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's a Pip Boy. It's the same as a Pip Boy. Come on, we
It's
all
a Pip
have.
Boy.
Well, it's really more like an iPad almost, or like a tiny.
Yeah, like a phablet almost. And
Who's calling me?
kind of see through. Small enough to be one-handed.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you answer the call and it's Harper, and she might look even more pissed than Xavier was. And like she just lights into you immediately. She's like, "Why the fuck did you open the cargo? You're supposed to be taking it off station. That's what we paid you for. That's the fucking job. What are you doing, Johnny? Get off the fucking station."
Food. Where?
I mean, why is the cargo open? You weren't supposed to do that.
Some shit went down, man. Did you see the news? Have you seen the news lately?
What news made you open the cargo?
Rhea.
What the fuck does Rhea have to do with this?
Because,
Because nothing.
shit.
Get off the station. That's the job.
Send the food.
I'll
and
get
we're
the
gone.
food there in 10 minutes.
And we're shipping off. We gotta wait we need water. We're waiting on water too. We had some complications.
If you're not gone after we get you the food, you're not getting a payment for this.
Can I overhear the conversation?
Listen,
You're
Harper,
side by side, yeah.
we've been good. Harper, we've been good for a while. I've always done the right
This
thing.
isn't good.
This is a fucked up situation.
We could always leave him here. We could just leave him here.
No, Luna, that's not an option. We got to do the job that we were paid for, or we're going to get paid for.
Okay.
We got to. I mean, there's no option here. Xavier Lee's this crew's lined my pockets plenty of times. I'd like to keep that going. It could be good for us in the future. They keep their word. I had to check the box because there's been a lot of crazy shipments going on, and I wanted to make sure that you guys aren't involved in whatever the hell's going on over there.
You took the contract, agreeing not to open it. You violated our trust. And he's at risk. Get off the station or you've burnt every bridge here.
We'll be getting off as soon as we can.
Good.
Part of that
She
is
ends the
waiting
call.
on you. Pretty sure she's gonna want us to wait for water so we can feed her friend Xavier, or give him some water. Might get a little thirsty.
Speaking of Xavier, how's he doing is he done in the bathroom yet?
Yeah, you can follow him in. You trust him in the washroom on his own.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's anywhere to go.
Just keep escorting him, Dreg. I don't know. Is Dreg on comms? Dreg, are you on comms?
Yeah, I'll go on comms. Of course. Yes,
We just
that's
have open comms always. So, yeah, like who's escorting? Johnny, you're escorting this Xavier character. What's going on with that?
Dreg's got it. He's got it handled. I had to take a message from Harper. She's not happy that we opened the crate. I guess Luna didn't do as good a job as she thought with the hacking thing, and she was made aware that the lid was opened.
I didn't make promises.
Not my
and you
fault for
fuckers
opening the
wanted
box,
it
by the
open.
way. Her fault. Just
All right. Not playing the blame game, Johnny boy. Look, this is the thing. As long as we get him off the station, that seems to be all he cares about. So I think we're good there.
You mentioned something about like she's going to bring food in 10 minutes, and if we don't leave immediately after that, we don't get paid for this.
Okay.
So
We'll see about that because like we definitely still also have him, and like if we're not being paid, there's no real incentive to make sure he stays safe. Look, Drake, just keep if you're still with him, just keep escorting him. We don't need him snooping about the ship or doing anything stupid.
Just keep him in crew quarters.
While this has been going on, Xavier has come out of the head and he kind of walks up beside Dreg and he's like, "What the fuck are you guys all doing?" And you can kind of hear him, like he's not direct, like because it's open comms, you can hear him, but you can tell that he's not really directing it to everyone else. He's like, "We're literally paying you to save my life, and you guys are fucking around and chatting like."
Yeah, hey, how about you shut the fuck up and sit down and behave instead of bossing us around? How about that?
I mean, I paid you.
No, you're on my ship. Shut the fuck up.
So...
I don't care. No, you're not my boss. You're on my ship. Sit down and shut the fuck up. All right? If you want to stay on the ship and get off the station, you're going to listen to what I fucking tell you to do.
You hear him just kind of chuckle. And Dreg's the only one that sees as he heads towards the ladder, and he is looks like he's going to be making his way up at least the floor.
I'm gonna put myself between him and the ladder, and I say, "Where are you going, friend?"
How much are you going to resist him?
I definitely don't want him going anywhere without me.
So, like, are you going to heavily resist him getting to the ladder? Or are you going to like if he contests this, are you going to let him go and then follow him, or are you going to try to stop him?
I'm going to try to stop him.
Yeah, what's up from crew quarters? What is that?
Then will be galley, then will be airlock,
Oh.
then will be armory, then operations, then flight deck. So he's moving up the ship, whether he's moving to the galley to have some food, but like he doesn't know the floors. So he's only seen the ones he's gone through. So he's gone through engineering to galley. So he's only seen that so far. Okay. Sorry, Alex, my apologies. How hard were you going to contest this?
I don't want him touching the ladder, so I'm gonna, get in his way at least, and
pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got my hands on the comms button just in case I need to call somebody. So.
All right. I want you to make a fighting grappling roll, and he's going to make one. It's going to be contested, so highest number wins.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Fighting grappling. There we go. Okay.
So you kind of try to resist him, and he, like, you get the sense that he's grappled many times in his life, and he's able to kind of like pretty quickly get around you. And he actually even kicks the back of your mag boots and like turns them off, lifts you up a little bit, turns them back on, and then shoves you to the wall. So you're going to end up getting probably mag booted to the wall, or at least you're going to have to go over to the wall and grab the handle. He hops on the ladder and starts making his way up. So by the time you get settled against the wall, he'll be halfway up to the next deck.
Crap. I get on the comms. I'm like, guys, we got a situation here. He just threw me like a sack of potatoes. And he's heading up.
I'm gonna lock the flight deck door. Actually,
That would be
if you party.
operations. Yeah, operations. Because it's half of flight deck is open.
That's right. Yeah.
Operations. Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and lock that right now.
Okay.
Let's go, Johnny.
I'm gonna head out of operations before Maria locks it up. I'm just gonna head down, pull out my pistol, and be like, "All right, here we fucking go again."
I'm heading down to the galley machine shop to kind of head him off and meet up, try to talk some sense into all of this.
He's moving away from you. You're going to be following him up.
Oh, I'm following.
You'll be like two decks behind him.
Gotcha.
Okay, so while that's happening, he's moved up to crew quarters. The only person who has eyes on him right now would be Dreg. You can see that from what you can tell, he hasn't stopped. It doesn't look like he's still going up and heading at least another floor up.
What's the floor after that? That's galley, right?
No, he's gone through. He's passing galley now.
Hey, somebody lock the ship down.
Sorry, passing crew quarters. He was galley. He's going past crew quarters. The next deck up is going to be cargo.
So he's locked out of ops at least.
Can we lock the airlock, the external, lock the ship down so nobody can get out the main lock?
I mean, it's what this is the future. Yeah, I would assume that we have automated systems for this.
Yeah, we have a security system for sure, right?
Yeah, lock down the ship.
Yeah.
I mean, someone can. Yeah.
I'll do that on my terminal.
Okay. So you're staying in galley for now, locking the ship down. All right.
Yep. And once that's locked down, I'm gonna demag myself from the wall if I can.
Yeah. I mean, it's he hasn't done anything tricky. Like you have to remember in 0G, everything can become a floor, right?
Yeah.
It's just whatever's closest to you. So he just kind of like he got a clear cut advantage on you, turn your boots off, and then just turn them on to be annoying and turn the wall into a floor when you landed, basically. So just you having to like turn off your mag boots is just an extra second or two before you can go after him. It's nothing particular.
Nothing
like
crazy.
you're not ensnared like in D&D. You're just like
Okay.
It's just like I gotta
Above
just turn them off.
table I know that we have like our open comms where everyone on the team can hear each other, but does the ship have comms that you can just like talk to anyone on the ship?
You can go. You can create singular connections or group connections between terminals to other terminals, terminals to stations on the ship, or between stations on the ship.
What would be like a loudspeaker to
Like
everything?
a PA or a ship wide, you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be a ship line.
So that's the one that you guys are all on.
Yeah, we're on that now.
Oh, perfect. So he can hear everything we've been talking about.
Yeah, he came out of the head and heard you guys like chatting and was like clearly annoyed by that. You didn't see that. That's what Drake saw.
Yeah. I'm gonna just as I'm traveling through the ship, go over the speakers. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing, but if you keep fucking around on the ship, I'm going to find you and I'm going to put new air holes in your chest.
Jesus Christ, Drake.
You hear him come back after a moment. He's like, "Since you're not leaving, I'm leaving."
Well, we've already locked down the ship, jackass, and we are leaving. Okay, you are our responsibility. So if something happens to you because you're being a dumbass, okay, that's gonna be on us.
Xavier, slow this down, Xavier. Let's have a chat real quick. You and me. Just stop on the next floor. Let me talk to you. I think you're not clued into a couple of the problems that you may run into if you get off the ship, and also if we just take off right now. Can we do that? Can we meet here? Some of my some of my crew here get a little bit maybe too aggressive. Wasn't meant that way.
I mean, I meant it that way, but thanks for
Well,
speaking up for me, Johnny.
We'll keep them out of this.
I won't kill you if you don't fuck around in the ship.
So he hasn't responded to you guys, but you can hear him. He, as far as you can tell, he's on like a comm with someone else. And you can hear him say, "Yeah, these fuckers are not leaving, and now they're threatening me here too. Like, what the fuck did you get me into?" And you can hear someone replying, but it's like it's too quiet for you to make out over the one MC.
Yeah, he's obviously talking with his people.
All right. So Johnny, are you still following him up?
Yeah, I'm following him up.
Okay. And
Hoping to catch up.
Greg, what did you do after locking the ship down?
Muted.
I'm gonna kind of follow up the rear. In case he tries to turn around, I'll be ready for him again.
Okay. Well, so you're both following behind him. Did you jump on the
Yep.
ladder right away, or did you wait for Johnny to pass?
I'll wait for Johnny to pass.
Letting the old guy go first. Got it.
Yeah,
Drake is
you
heading
got
down.
this, Johnny.
Okay. What's Luna doing?
Was going after him. Now she sees that everybody else is, so she's about to go on the comms to at least say something to Xavier as well.
Okay. So Drake is making his way down. He's made his way through Armory and crew quarter, or sorry, Armory and Medbay, and you're just starting. You've the door between that and cargo bay is open, and you're kind of like put your first like foot down as you're going down the ladder, and you can hear Xavier is in on that deck talking with someone. So he's in cargo bay. Sounds like he's right by the airlock doors. Johnny, and coming up first, you can kind of same idea. You kind of pop your head through the kind of door and airlock, like pressure door between crew quarters and cargo bay, and you can hear him, and you can tell that he's over by cargo bay. And Drag, you can't tell that yet, really. Like you probably hear him a little bit, but you're not really sure where he is because you're further down the ladder under like below Johnny. All right, go ahead, Luna.
Over the comms, just saying, "Hey, Xavier, just a bit curious. They're just your odds right now. Yes, there is somebody already threatening to kill you, which isn't great. I get it. And we have everyone else on the ship. We've locked it down. You're talking to someone to try to get you out of here. Well, if you think this through and actually find out why we did it and the game plan, you might be a bit better off than 3 people coming at you to make sure that you are
To kidnap me,
tied
because you're not
down."
going to let me leave the ship when I want to leave.
Well, you're
Hey.
welcome to. Honestly, y'all,
You're
let's
welcome
let
to,
him
but the
leave.
door's locked, so
I'll,
stop lying.
I will be the first one to open the door for
Go
you
ahead.
and let you get shot as soon as you get off.
Go ahead.
But if you want to
Go
live
ahead.
and get there,
Xavier, there's some details that you're not aware of.
Johnny,
I
your
just asked
terminal
to
goes
talk to
off with another incoming call.
you. Is it Harper? God damn it.
Yep, it's Harper.
Harper, what's up?
The fuck? You're threatening him now?
I
We're
didn't
paying
threaten
you
shit.
to
I'm just
protect
trying to.
him.
I didn't
Protect.
threaten him.
Take him off the station and protect him. And now you're threatening to kill him? What the fuck are you doing?
Ever say
This is getting sideways here. Let me explain something to you. Someone tried to steal the ship. We battled it off and handled it. They would have stolen the box with your guy in it. We handled that. Now shit got sideways. That's why we opened the box. And we're waiting on some fucking food and water so that your guy doesn't die by the time that we drop him off. So food and water, we're out of here. You've got the food. We've got water coming from somewhere else. And that's it. Shit's getting
Why are you
sideways.
threatening him?
I'm not. I'm trying to get up to the deck to take over. I'm trying to get my crew in line. But some of these fuckers, you know, they got a little.
Can I hear what Johnny's saying?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware,
still,
everyone is
I'm
on
not hiding this.
one MC is like locked open right now.
Yeah. I was threatening him because your fucking asshole friend here decided he's just gonna roam around, do whatever the fuck he wants on the ship. Okay, we just have one asshole.
So,
okay, just
sorry,
try to
Jacob.
steal the ship.
So you can hear, but you can't respond. It's not going to be picked up by the speakers. You can hear what Johnny's saying, but you can't respond to Harper.
Which is perfect.
I'm about to shoot Johnny next.
Harper, listen. Let's just slow this down. I'm just going to go talk to Xavier. He can hear everything I'm saying. He can't hear you. So I think he might be a little bit more amenable to seeing as, you know, what we've done already to make sure that he's safe and sound. We're still waiting on the food from you, so he might want to think about, you know, maybe wondering why it took you so long to get food to us. That was part of our deal because we need food for this trip to get him where he is, where he's off station and safe. And we
You
need
weren't
water.
supposed to open the fucking cargo.
Cool, my bad.
Thanks for not making
we needed
excuses for the 5th time.
We needed to. We felt we needed to. And, you know.
Next time you feel you need to, maybe you should talk to your contact first. You agreed not to open it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll take a haircut on the price.
Well, so just above table, did Johnny stop on the ladder while he's talking, or is he moving up the ladder still?
I'm still floating. I'm still floating up.
Okay, you're still moving up. Yep. And
Yeah.
Drake, I assume, is still coming down. Didn't stop.
No.
Okay. So you guys have both made it to the cargo bay. Xavier is like, he's just still upset, bordering on furious, and he's kind of like in his mag boots, stomping back and forth in front of the cargo bay door, just like pacing out of frustration or anger or whatever. Like, he is not a happy camper. Dreg, you're starting to poke up through towards the cargo bay, so you can kind of turn your head and see this happening if you want, hear it happening.
Yeah, okay.
Drake, he didn't really do shit. He talked some shit, but he didn't do anything other than, you know, walk up a ladder. He knows he can't get off. It's not like he's shooting anybody. He fucked around with Dreg a little bit, but he seems to be fine. He's obviously upset. We didn't honor the contract.
Can I see anything that he's doing in the cargo bay yet, or am I still pretty far away?
No, you're in the cargo bay. You can see him stalking.
I'm in it.
You and Johnny are in the cargo bay.
That's
Like,
okay.
you're like
Talking to you.
15.
Yeah, no, I mean, we could be over fucking calm still, man. Like, all right, I'm just gonna holster my weapon and just be like, look, Johnny, I don't know what the fuck he was getting around trying to do. Like, you know, one more fucking floor up and he could be trying to take our ship.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't assuming that. I mean, I guess you guys haven't. I don't know that you've done business with these people before, but they're not like the dregs of the dregs here. You know, like they're making money.
What do you mean by that?
Oh man, that's a old English saying.
Old English saying. Look,
No,
I'm gonna turn to Xavier with like after just like holstering my pistol. Look, man. Yeah, if you're not trying to do something stupid like get yourself out of here with our ship, then I'm not gonna do something stupid. All right.
I'm trying to get out of here on your ship.
I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that.
He just kind of like stops and he makes this like exaggerated, like kind of what the fuck, what's up kind of gesture. He's like, when are we leaving? Like, I can't stress this enough. There are people that want to fucking kill me, and that's why I was trying to sneak off the station.
We need water and food, and trust me, there's nobody getting on this fucking ship.
We got Okay, looking at my term, I'm gonna look at my terminal. Like, look. Harper
While that
says
happens,
10
the
minutes.
airlock notification goes off. There's someone outside the airlock.
Who is it? Check
I'll
it.
pull it up on terminal.
Yeah.
Check.
It is a young guy, maybe 25. He is he's got like just like short brown hair, kind of spiky into a bit of a mohawk. He's got like both ears pierced. He's got tattoos on his face, on his neck, on his hands. When you see the backs of his hands, he's wearing like a dark shirt, dark jacket. He's got like a deep scowl on his face, and you can see that he's got a couple of large crates behind him, like 4 or 5 large crates behind him, and like another like a kid, like someone who looks like they're like 12 or 13, who is kind of like helping him. It looks like.
Yeah, what's up?
It's your food.
All right. Are we able to just
Xavier
open up
sees- So actually, sorry, pause over camera. Did you use one of the control panels in the cargo bay to answer it, or did you use your terminal?
terminal?
Terminal, okay. Xavier's like, here's the guy. And he's like, is that Tal? Like, kind of yells it loudly from about 5 feet away. And the guy in the terminal is like, what the fuck is happening?
Don't worry about it. Just leave the food on the inside the cargo bay, and I'm just gonna open just the external one for them to
Leave it
bring
in
it
the
into.
airlock.
Yeah, in the airlock. Yeah, leave it in the airlock. Thank you.
Hey Luna, maybe you should reach out to your friend who hero worships you and see what's our ETA on water.
And PDC shit.
Tal's like, on the terminal, the kid is like, the young guy is like, kind of like looking for a moment. He's like, I'm not just forgetting about it.
It's not a forgetting thing. You were told to bring food to the ship, not come here and ask questions about what's happening. That's not.
Xavier's like, just open the fucking door. He's not going to leave while he thinks that there's a problem. He's one of my guys.
We can trust that guy.
As much as you can trust me, and I haven't tried to kill you yet. You're the one who's
No, but
running around with
you.
a
But
gun.
no. You decided to just go completely fucking AWOL and do whatever the fuck you want. So
I tried to leave since you guys weren't leaving. But again,
And-
I haven't drawn a fucking gun or threatened you guys. So if you can
All
trust
right.
me, you can trust him.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay.
All right.
We're staying and bringing more people. I'm so excited.
We're not
And
bringing
yes,
more people, Luna. We're not bringing more people. He just wants to talk to the kid.
I don't love this.
Hmm.
You don't.
Hopefully the
I'm
kid
not
doesn't
open
want to
to
kill
it.
him.
Well, this is the thing, Johnny. Like we either are amicably working with Xavier here, or we're doing it my way. Which one do you want to do? Because you seem to be fucking flip flopping.
I just don't love. I don't love the idea of some of the fact that that Xavier was talking to some people when we weren't around. We don't know what was said, and now there's a bunch of boxes and a guy showed up here.
This is food that Harper was sending. This is not new.
All right.
Anyway, while they're debating, I'm sending a message and going, fine. Would you two stop bickering so I can send this message to.
Hey, maybe we should go off ship comms so that we stop sharing our information with everybody that we talk to.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Let's let mom and dad argue in the cargo bay quietly. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all have fun. I'm sending the message to get a better ATA.
Thanks.
And after that, I open up my terminal and just send a message to her going, hey, thank you for getting the stuff for us. Do we have an ETA on when it will be delivered?
Okay. All right. So Drake, Johnny, what are you guys doing?
All right,
Xavier's
I
guess-
literally
I guess
standing
I gotta
arms
go with
crossed
it.
staring to you.
I mean, I'm happy just leaving the kid out there and then leaving the food in the airlock, and he can talk to like Xavier. You can talk to him through the fucking comms, man.
And if I'm in the cargo bay by now,
Yep.
I kind of nod towards Drake. Like I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
say.
If you want to get off the ship, I'll fucking open it right now. You can leave.
How about you just open the door to start with?
What? So like what? The rest of these.
How
people
about
can
you just
take over
open the
right
door
there?
to start with, and then I can decide whether I want to talk to you guys or not.
I say we open it. You know, I was a
All right.
little. I
Punch
aired
the
my
button.
concerns.
Fine.
But whatever.
Do I have my shock glove on me? Do we have any weapons on us right now?
I mean,
Drake
me
has his gun.
Me
you
and
have your
Johnny always have
shotgun.
weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We're always
cool.
I
armed.
don't know if Johnny does. Johnny
I got a
previously
pistol.
had. Okay. Are you always going to be carrying a weapon then?
Yeah.
Okay. I reiterate again, as the GM, you guys are not supposed to carry weapons on most stations.
Oh no, I'm inside the ship. When I'm in the ship, I'm carrying.
Okay,
my
but
weapon.
on stations you don't normally carry a weapon.
No, I'll let you know if
Okay.
that's going to be the case. Yeah.
But Drake is always carrying a weapon.
Always.
Okay. All right. So the door opens and the guy outside. So remember, there's two of them. There's like the guy who's in like mid-20s and like the kid. So the doors open. The guy comes kind of like stomping in beside Xavier, and he's like, "He's Bratna, are you okay?" And Xavier gives him like the barest of nods, which is like super abnormal for belters. Usually they kind of exaggerate their movements, so he's kind of like upset. The young kid is like trying to move the cargo through the airlock into the cargo bay. Xavier kind of like looks between the three of you that are there, and he like looks at Johnny. He's like, "Sounds like you're the one who cut the deal."
Johnny.
Yeah.
Mark was on his phone.
Sorry. Over the table, I might need it. Yeah, I might have got busted there.
I said that, and you tried to stay straight faced and just like broke down. It was hilarious.
I thought it was a dramatic
I just heard
pause.
like, no, it didn't just drop my phone. No.
Amazing.
Xavier's like,
We got a deal.
"Who's in charge here?"
There's not a lot of agreement on that point.
To be honest, I think that's one of the problems that we're having currently. I would say me, but I think some other people might think that it's them. And we've gotten ourselves into a couple of headaches with too many cooks in the kitchen.
Particularly old ones.
We just recently came into this ship here, so we're working through it.
He kind of mulls it over for like a brief second. He's like, "Look, if I go back on that station because you guys are fucking around, I don't know if I'm going to make it off the station. That's why we were paying you guys so much money. You got a huge contract for this. You know this is overpaying you guys by a mile."
Yeah.
Did we? Did we know that? I look at Johnny.
Yeah. Above table, yeah. This is like for a cargo, like this, like Johnny introduced it as like a hell of a payday for what you're shipping. So
Yeah. Did you actually tell us how much though, Johnny?
I did ask.
it was covered in the
The contract.
yeah.
Yeah. I have it somewhere.
In the meantime, I turned to Xavier and I'm like, no one's making you leave the ship. There's no reason to leave if you're in that much danger. We're still gonna take you.
I'm trying to decide whether to trust you guys. You opened the cargo. You've threatened to shoot me.
My bad. All right.
You pushed me.
I thought you were trying to take the ship because we just dealt with that shit. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. I won't shoot you. I promise.
You gonna let me carry a gun to defend myself if you change your mind?
You can have my old one.
Does it work?
Oh yeah, no, I take care of my weapons. I just have a better one now, and I pat it. I'm like, this one's she's a good one. She's nice.
He like holds out his hand.
Oh, do I have it on me? I think it's in the armory, but we can get you armed up.
Are we done arguing yet, or can we actually make movement here?
Whoa, earthquake.
Oh, hold on.
Whoa!
Above
Oh.
table, hold on. Drake, can you make a communication deception roll?
Hold on.
Sorry.
Pause.
No,
pause.
Mark,
Pause
are
game.
you
Pause
okay?
game. Pause game. Are you okay, Mark?
Yeah. That just rolled.
Okay, but you're safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go look
Oh,
around
shit.
at anything?
I wasn't watching cams. What happened?
Earthquake.
Oh,
Micro quick.
Yeah.
Woo. That was a
go
big one.
check the house or anything?
He's not really those.
No, I'm in a warehouse. Steel frame. Should be
Oh.
fine.
Okay.
I just saw everything going like this.
We got.
Whoa.
See, the game's getting so intense that it's spilling out into reality. That's the problem.
Yeah, the churn must be really high.
The churn. Was that the churn?
That's the churn.
Screw you, Roy, if that was the churn, man. That's not cool. Natural disasters.
I don't have that
That's
power.
the line.
definitely do not have that power. Definitely do not. Okay. Drake, depending on your intent with what you're offering him, can you make a communication deception or a communication bargaining roll, target number 12?
Uh, 18, and that would be bargaining because I'm being honest.
Yep. Okay. So he kind of like, he puts his hand down for now. He seems to be, accepting your offer. And he looks back to Johnny. He's like,
Yeah,
He kind of looks around to everyone. He's like, I just want to know how long until we leave.
Well, okay, so we got the food, and we just had our friend contact the other person, and it should be very soon. Then, right? As soon as we have the other supplies from mainly the water, because we're very low on water. Okay, as soon as we have our supplies, we're out of here. Okay, just like that. We got nothing else keeping us here.
The ship's prepped. I'm in the pilot seat. Nothing to keep us once we have what we need.
Yeah, that's our pilot.
Okay.
Could I be able to roll?
One quick second about that. I will come to you. Don't worry.
We'll get there.
So you guys are you're low, but not really low. Is that just?
I know. I was lying.
You're lying. Okay, so can you make a communication deception roll times 10?
No, please don't fail this.
Okay, well that's good.
Okay, so let me come back to that in a sec. Jacob, Jen, what's up?
Can I roll persuasion to get him to calm the fuck down and just go with the flow and realize, hey, we got this. We're working together. We are going to be on our way as soon as we get water, and just back up what Drake just said.
So you're trying to get into this conversation where he seems to be responding to Drake and Johnny? You want to add another voice?
He still seems on edge, or at least outside looking in, and I'm in the room observing it all.
Make a perception intuition roll. Target number just 10, not a hard one.
Okay.
Dang, that's a big earthquake.
Yeah. So you get the sense that Johnny and Drake, especially now that they seem to be on the same page, and there's been a couple of apologies, things like that. He seems to be calming down. Like the sense you get is he's not going to simply just calm down, because he is actually seriously afraid of it for his life. If you guys don't leave somewhat soon. So you don't get the sense you're going to be able to get him to actually fully calm down until the ship departs, but he seems to be responding to Johnny and Drake. So
Cool.
Yeah, if you wanna add in on top of that, go ahead. Role play what you do, and I'll give you a roll. But yeah, do what you feel is appropriate there.
I walk up to the group and just say, looking at Drake and Johnny and going, I'm glad you got the food figured out. Well, I'm still waiting for a reply. We should be on our way soon. As soon as we get the water, and just look, Xavier, I know this has been a shitty situation, but we're on the right track and we want to get off this place as much as you do. So
It's true. And
y'all
thanks for
have
this.
fun.
And thanks for the sit rep, Luna. I appreciate that.
I'm going back to minding my own business because this has not been fun to watch. Okay, bye.
All right, you're gonna make a communications persuasion roll. Target number 12.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's so close.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised with my focus. Like, damn, y'all, I got a bad roll. How many? Oh, now I just want to do it because it's so close. How many fortune points would I have to use?
2.
I'm gonna use my 2 because that's just so close and aggravating when it's a focus.
Okay. So go ahead and minus them on your sheet. Okay. So you kind of like, he listens as you go on about that, and he kind of like kind of nods a little bit. He's like, doesn't really like, you could see like he's still upset, but like at this point in time, like you almost get the sense he doesn't want to just keep repeating himself, even though he's obviously frustrated. And he just kind of like takes the 3-4 of you in, looking around. He's like, just hurry up. And it's half between, it's like the tone in his voice is half anger, half like defeat, with like some icing of desperation on top.
Good job. We wore him down.
Oh man!
Well,
it seems to be what like our crew's specialty is really
he's doing
just...
that. The guy beside him, Tal, he's been taking this in, and like Luna and Dreg just get kind of a normal appraisal, but Drake and Johnny, he is giving you guys the hardcore stink eye. He does not like you, or he does not like Earthers, or he does not like Inners. He is, if looks could kill, you guys would be dead. And he kind of like turns to Xavier, and he's like, you sure you want to trust these Pashang interloaders? Pashang is like fucking, so he's like, these fucking inners. Xavier's like, I'm not sure if I trust them. I just need to get off the station.
We happen to be the only ship on station right now.
That's not.
Wait.
I think
I don't think that's true.
Well, it is small. There's like minimal docking, right?
Above table, it's true. Yeah.
Oh, we're the only ship?
No.
Yeah, there's only docks for like 4 at most. It's a small station.
We had asked this. We're it. Like we had talked.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So like the desperation is for real. Like that's.
Yeah. We are the only.
Where are we with cargo? Is it all loaded?
Yeah. No. The you guys are having this conversation, and the guy who came in, Tal, his young like 12-year-old mini me, has been like pulling the cargo in while you guys are chatting. So you're just like fully enjoying that child labor.
Okay. All right.
Dreg's gonna help him. I come over. I say, "Sasa, friend, you don't have to take care of all this by yourself. Let me help you out."
Have I received a reply back about the water?
Who's Star
What's
Trek?
that?
Another call on the terminal?
That's my work email notification that I apparently forgot to turn off.
That's amazing.
No worries.
I think
That's
it's
really
just,
good.
it's just funny because everyone is a Star Wars fan, so we're all like, all right, who's got the phone going with Star Wars?
I just have to say the timing on the question about communication and that going off was impeccable.
That was on
That was
purpose. I was like
awesome.
looking at Roy.
Unless you want to
we
get like a
should
little
put-
stream deck so I can have like a little,
Yes.
you know, like,
Yes,
sound
you
and stuff
should.
like that.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Fuck yes, you should.
I don't know if I want to pay those prices, but yeah.
You
Anyway.
can do a stream deck on your phone or tablet.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not as nice because they're not tactile, but
Yeah.
you could misclick. But
Yeah, I've looked at them
it's
before.
not
But anyway, yeah. So the kid kind of like doesn't say anything to Dreg, but does give you kind of a big smile for a moment, and then like kind of pushes a crate towards you. And you can see if you take a look, you can see that it's got like a list of ingredients. So you can see there's some coffee in here, there's some tea in here, there's like protein materials, like and flavor materials. So you can see that you're going to actually be able to have food with flavor, because someone said before, like alluded to the fact that your food barely had any flavor. It's not barely any flavor. Your current food literally has no flavor. It is like just flavorless, super chewy, chalky.
Nutritional taste.
Bars, like imagine your worst nightmare of a protein bar. Like no, it's not. It's like chew. Like every bite takes like 20 minutes to chew. And
Have you seen those like the marathon gels, like the
Yeah.
marathon?
Oh, I hate
so
those.
hikers use those too, and it's like oysters texture. Like if you're eating an oyster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds so gross.
But those would
Sorry,
be
it's
far
just
more
like it was making
preferable
me-
to what you have on the ship, because you could suck it down quickly. These things you got have like chalk. It's like chewing chalk for 20 minutes per bite. Like these things are
man.
horrible. There's literally nothing like I can't stress this enough. These are like the cheapest, most crappy emergency rations. Like these are the kind of things that get put into like emergency kits on ships. With the intent that they never get eaten because hopefully the ship never breaks down, kind of deal, right? Like these are horrible. Just absolutely horrible. So like
Amazing.
those gel packs would like they're horrible, but at least you can get through them very quickly and move on, as opposed to like taking an hour and a half to chew this disgusting chalky bar.
Yeah. I'm
So
good.
Hey, when did you guys pick the food that you were going to send over to us?
Pick the
Fuck,
food.
Johnny. What's going on, man?
I'm wondering when they picked the food. Was it after they found out that we opened the box, and then they just decided to screw us on the food?
Well, if they
Tal's
screw
like-
us, they screw Xavier.
We can inspect it.
Talon respond looks to Johnny. He's like,
Oh, boy.
when did you fucking inners decide to attack Rhea?
We didn't.
Shit.
Bro, no, Johnny, no. Let's.
We're here on the ship.
No, Johnny.
I'm on the
Johnny.
ship. I did not attack it.
No, Johnny. Stop. Just look. We're not looking for trouble. Hey, Johnny, we can inspect the food ourselves. Let's just leave these guys alone.
Sounds good.
Xavier kind of like puts his hand on Cal, and he's like, don't hate on these interloaders. They're assholes, but not the assholes on Rhea.
That's how I like to think of them.
Oh,
Is
God.
they're not everybody else's assholes, but they're mine. I like them sometimes.
It's not,
And
they're not somebody else's asshole. They're my asshole.
I like to call them Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Dumb and dumber.
Cal
Any
kind of
of
looks
the
towards
above.
Luna, and he's like, I don't care if you like them. You're a fucking Walla. That is Belter for like essentially traitor to your race when he uses in that context. Like he's clearly does not happy that you're friends with the inners.
And yet you want us to help Xavier, so I would watch your mouth.
The two
We're
things
gonna murder
we've
this
been
kid.
on that road before. The two things don't equate. Never mind. No, Xavier, you're getting helped regardless.
Luna,
These are
Can
words.
you make...
God damn it.
Dragon's like just kind of pushing more cargo in. He's got wide eyes looking at Luna and looking back. And I was just like, oh, it's been so long since I've had coffee.
Can you make
Oh
a
my God.
communications roll? Just a straight communications roll, and Tal is going to make a willpower roll. Where's Tal? Tal is still outside. So bring him in. So Tal kind of listens to that, and he's not happy. But partly between what you said or what others have said, and between Xavier being there and kind of like still having his hand on his shoulder, Tal kind of like, you can see him visibly bite kind of down on his tongue instead of replying. Like there's actually sound starting to come out when he bites down and kind of like stops himself. But he doesn't actually reply. He just stands there just like staring daggers at you.
I promise we can get along enough to get him to where he needs to go alive.
All right, let's move on now. Let's
Sorry, I didn't catch
move
the last
on now.
part, Jen?
What?
I didn't catch the last part you said.
Which is what we all want, is to get Xavier there alive. But in a sassier Luna version.
Xavier's like, Tal, just go help with the cargo. Ignore the Walla.
Xavier, let's go get you that pistol, man.
He's like, he kind of nods at you, turns back to Tal, and like offers him his hand, like, and Tal grabs it. They give like a quick handshake, and Tal's like, "Be safe, brother," or "Be safe, Baratna." Sorry, let's get that right. And Xavier's like, "Sasa, you too." And then Xavier turns to follow Drake, and Tal goes to help with the last couple of crates, along with the kid and Drake.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Mark is just talking about he's living real life fucking churn, and
Yep.
that's too real, too real. Cool. All right.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm forcing character breaks here.
No, that's all good.
Don't be
all right.
sorry.
So Drake, you're taking him down to Armory.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm
sorry,
just gonna.
to Armory, I should say.
Yeah, up to Armory. Whatever. I don't know the directions of the ship yet. The that's Jacob, not Drake. And as I'm walking past Luna, I'm just like, just walk away. Don't just leave those kids alone.
Hey, teacher.
And when he's walking by, he can see that Luna actually has like tears in her eyes. In a way that only someone being called that for so long because of her husband being killed. And she walks away.
Damn.
Okay. All right. Walks away where? Where's Luna heading?
Anywhere.
Well,
So
you
far,
decide.
forward. What's the opposite way they're going?
Down. So crew quarters, gallery. Sorry,
Cool, I'll go
gallery
to
or engineering.
Crew quarters, so I can
Just
go
as a
be away
reference
from
for
stuff
when
that-
you look at the map, guys, just read it from like a book, left to right, top to bottom.
Left to
So,
right. So
flight
operations
deck.
is top. Yeah.
Yeah. Then to operations, Armory, Med Bay, cargo, crew quarters, galley, engineering.
Gotcha. All right. Cool.
I've even tried more or less pretty close on the image to align the ladders. So like if you go flight deck to operations to Armory to cargo, that's kind of the actual relation those decks have to each other. So like operations does stick out a little more than Armory and flight deck. Yeah. So that is definitely intentional.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay. All right. So Drake and Xavier are going up a deck. Luna's going somewhere. Go ahead and move your token wherever you want to go, Luna. Or did you already did? Okay.
Yeah, I'm making sure I get a corner one so I don't have to talk to anyone.
Yeah, you took the captain's one. That's the
Not
only
gonna
one that has
lie.
a single bed.
No, it's not. There's one right across the way for it. There's
No,
two.
if you zoom in on the one across the way, there's 2 bunks on that. You're in the captain's quarters. The one across the way is like the XO and like I don't know, like chief of engineering or whatever, and then the other ones are all just regular crew bunks.
Well, I guess that's where she's going.
Tony's like, I'll let you have the captain's quarters if I be the captain. All right, Dreg, what are you doing?
So if the cargo's finished being loaded on, I'll turn to Tal. I say, what was it? I say, good job, Baratna. We'll take good care of your friend. Don't worry, he's safe with us. And then if he doesn't respond to that as he's leaving, if he responds, I'll wait. If he doesn't, I'll just close the airlock behind him.
Tal's like, prove that you're not a puppet of the inners. Make sure he gets the series alive, and then he just turns and leaves.
Aye. And then I shut this airlock.
Shut this airlock!
Forceful.
Okay. All right. So while this is happening, Luna does get a message back from Oriana. The water will be delivered in the next 2 minutes. It'll take about 5 minutes to get piped onto the ship. All right, Drake. You guys are up in the armory.
Yep. All right. Move my. Okay.
I moved you up there.
Oh, you moved me up there. Appreciate it because fucking things move so slow. All right, so I'm gonna go over to where I like my little kind of like personal section of the armory and just pull out my pistol. I'm gonna check it, just make sure it has ammunition, and I'll just hand it. I'm like, it's old trusty. I had this one for a long time. It's served me real well. So I'm just gonna flip it around from the barrel side and just hold the handle out to him.
So he takes the weapon. He and you can see that he's got some pretty good comfort with weapons. There's no finger on the trigger. You make sure that the weapon never points anywhere near you,
Nice.
or really to anything significant. He's actually pointing it down into the ship, not to the walls in case it goes off. He's clearly thinking about not discharging a weapon on a ship, or if it does happen, minimizing the risk. He checks the magazine, checks the ammo that's in there, even though he just watched you do it. He's just checking the magazine. Looks like he's checking the feed on the magazine. Checks to see if there's any chambered rounds. Once that's clear, he test fires, dry fires it a couple times just to see that if it's working, and then reloads it. And you can see him put the safety on, and then test the safety a few times. Test the weapon in just a couple different ways, just getting familiar with it before he tucks it in the back of his pants. Well, I guess, did you give him a holster or no?
I can't. I can give him an extra shoulder holster. I for sure have additional things like that lying around.
But you didn't give it to him right away.
No.
So he tucks it in the back of his pants. And he's like, "Do you have a holster, or just I got to have this stuck down my ass all the time?"
I might want to get that back without smelling like ass. So I'm just gonna open up a locker and Drake. I'm opening up a locker and pulling out a shoulder holster.
Okay. Yeah. So he grabs that from you, and he's like, all right, and I'm guessing you're going to want to lock me away from all the parts of your precious ship.
Prefer you try to stick to crew quarters in the galley as much as possible, not wander into engineering or definitely not flight deck.
He's like, yeah, that's fine.
Sounds good then. Yeah, feel free to move around then.
Yeah. So he kind of wanders off, heads down a level, at least, depending on whether you follow him or not. All right. And so while that's all happening, Maria and flight deck, and probably Dreg and Luna, because they'll be probably have monitoring on the system, will get notification that the water delivery has started. So you guys are a few minutes away from being able to escape the station.
Cool.
Escape.
What needs to happen for me to resupply our like galley storage, our pantry and stuff? Do I need to physically bring stuff up there?
Yep.
Okay, I'll be
Yeah,
doing that
there's
until we're
basically
ready to go.
just machines. So you just gotta like, everything's like, think of it almost like, a soft serve machine, except that there's multiple different food mass that you put in there. So there's like protein, carbs, fat, and then there'll be different flavors, and the machine can mix these together to create things that taste like pad thai or like teriyaki or like tomato sauce.
I just want a meat slurry.
Perfect.
Come on.
I mean, if you want a meat slurry, you can do that too. So like, yeah, so you just open up the machines and you'll be putting like the bigger packs in and then the smaller flavor packs, and away you go. You guys have coffee now, so you can drink coffee if you want. You have tea, you can make juice, or things more like everything you'll make. Like you don't have any fresh food, so it'll be mostly things that taste like tomato sauce or taste like juice. So yeah.
I'll definitely get a pot of coffee going, and I like put it in the ship's text chat, and like, coffee's on, boys and girls.
All right.
Was there in that message? Was it just about water previously?
Got some PDC parts too coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
She
wasn't
didn't
mentioned.
reply about that.
Huh.
Not yet, anyway.
Fuck. All right.
Those would be nice, but
Yeah, because we did tell everybody that we were leaving as soon as we had water, Johnny.
yeah.
So at this point, probably better not to piss them off any more than they already are.
I'm feeling that too.
Hey, you know what? We could just ask. Just be like, hey, we can probably get another gun to defend you as we're flying about. Or we can go now. And then we'll
above table, you're not getting another gun. You're just getting a couple of the pieces you need.
Yeah, we could have a couple
But
pieces
you could,
towards a gun.
Yeah.
The stuff they're going to give us is not going to make a functional gun with what we have, correct?
No, you'll need more, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's send a message and say we'll maybe stop back for that later, but we really need to get going, and maybe tell them like the cause needs us or something.
The cause.
I mean, it might need to be a little more discreet than that, Johnny. Like, I think maybe we don't even mention those parts, for instance. Like, we're just like, hey, we got to leave early. We might be back soon to I don't know, meet up with you. But I don't think we should mention any of that shit.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah. Maybe we just go.
Yeah, I think our OPSEC
it's
is just at this point is a fucking circus show.
I know somebody that we can probably get like the full kit and caboodle. Let's just get ourselves out of this cluster.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's burn.
Well, is the
Maria-
water done yet? It's in progress. I don't know how
It's
long it
finishing.
takes.
Yeah, it's going to finish. Above table, is anyone going to protest that, or is everyone ready to leave?
Nah, we're ready to go.
Let's go.
I'm
What are we
pretty sure I
burning
have
at?
no idea what's going on because unless they decided to turn on comms again, I'm chilling in my room wanting to stab a fucker.
Oh, we were
And-
all in different parts of the ship talking, so we were definitely on wide comms again.
Mhm.
I just
You guys,
go,
as a note above table, you guys got to be a little more clear about whether you're talking on the one MC or not. Even if you just start by saying, "Hey, it's open to everyone" at the start of like a conversation. But yeah, just to manage that because someone had turned it off during all of that, so it wasn't. We can't just assume that it's back on without someone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah. Nothing.
It's no big deal. I'm not.
then
I'm not trying to be like too tough on that. I try to be a little flexible, but like just for the sake of everyone, just trying to track that.
For sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
All right. So yeah, Luna sends a message to Oriana saying, "Hey, something to the effect of, hey, sorry, we can't wait for this. Thanks for the water." And Maria decouples the ship from the station, and the Bucephalus starts to move away under its own thrust and begin the trip to Ceres. And we will be picking up on that trip next week.
We escaped.
Yes, we didn't kill anybody this week.